Well, openers are always interesting, and I'm very, very pleased with how our guys performed. They did a lot of good things to hold a team to 25% shooting. That doesn't happen very often. To win by the margin that we won, and to put together two really good halves. We needed that. We know we've got a very good basketball team coming in here on Wednesday in state, and we needed 40 minutes of getting better. And we got better tonight. From the practices that we've had the last 2 days, we thought we'd gotten better, and we got better tonight. So we'll get a chance to have a day off tomorrow and get back to work on Sunday. So really pleased with this 40-minute effort. Well, you know, again, we had 6 guys in double figures, and you know, we've got good balance, we've got good depth. We're able to throw a lot of variances to how we play. Sometimes 4 guards, sometimes 2 bigs. Our bigs are being very productive. I thought we did a really good job on the backboard tonight. Was probably the best job we've done on the backboard in the 2 exhibitions in the opener. We took care of the ball, 26 assists. We just did a lot of good things. I thought we took good shots in a game that was you know, lopsided at half. I thought for 40 minutes we did a really good job, for the most part, taking really good shots, and that's something that we've been talking about, and the guys did a really good job with that.
Coach, did you like the way you ran yourself?
Yeah, you know, it got hard in the second half just because there's so much transition, and we want to be a team that plays in transition. We got a lot of transition points tonight. I would guess we had close to 25, 30 points in transition. So you get a third of your points in transition. You're not going to maybe execute the way I want them to at half court, but there's not as many half court possessions. When we had them, I thought we did some good things. When we set things up and there was a half court set, we wanted to get the ball inside. We did that. We got to the free throw line. We made free throws the first 2 exhibition games. This was not a good foul shooting night for us, but we got to the line a lot. If we can get there 30+ times, it's a good credit to what we're doing offensively.
Do you feel like you have a good sense now the rotation that you're going to use?
No, I don't think, through 2 exhibitions. We've had so many injuries. AJ missed the exhibition game. Phillip missed an exhibition game. We set Drew out of 2 practices here over the last 2 weeks. Damo had a sprained ankle. So we've kind of been banged up. So, I don't know if that'll ever get set. Rotations change, lineups change due to production. I think what I'm excited about is, as a coach, I can determine that through production. And a lot of years you don't have enough depth, and a guy doesn't perform or he doesn't want to guard, then you can't use the bench as a motivator. Right now I see the bench as a great motivator, and if we can keep that, then we got a chance to be pretty good.
Drew was able to get a double-double tonight without committing a single foul. How big is that?
Well, I think one of his focus has been defensively. That's something, if he's going to get to the next level and have the year he wants to have, he's going to be the focal point as we continue to move forward here in everybody's scouting report. So he's got to do a good job. His teammates have to help him, but to stay out of foul trouble and do the things that he just does. He is a double-double guy, and that's what we need out of him, and we need him on the floor, and obviously staying out of foul trouble is going to be a big deal. Well, those are guys. Demetrius has been out a whole year. In the year that he was at Arizona State before he came here, he didn't get a lot of run. Hughes being from Australia, and a whole different game now that he's playing, and he'd be the first to tell you. I don't know, attendance had to be around 14, so he's played in front of 13, 13, 5, and 14. You add all those numbers up, and he hadn't played in front of that maybe in 4 years in Australia. So getting that opportunity to play in front of people and fans and those type of the press conferences, sometimes you can't put a price tag on just the experience of that. And Hughes going to just continue to get better. His opener, and he's 6 assists, 1 turnover. I thought did a really good job defensively, and our bench did well. Walk is a guy that can put up points in a hurry, and he's showing that. I think he had 12, 14 points in about maybe 16, 18 minutes. So he's somebody that can come in off the bench and do a lot of good things. And I thought our 3 bigs performed well. I thought Cam and AJ and Drew took a team that was much smaller than us, and you made them pay for it. A lot of times you can play a team that's smaller than you and not take advantage of it, and I thought we did that tonight.
Steve, does a game like this make it tougher to get them focused for the next state on Wednesday?
Our scouting report personnel was already up on the board when they got in the locker room, and when I got in there, 6 of them were huddled around looking at it. So this team's driven, Mark. This team they understand it. They understand we've had 2 exhibition games, and we've had a home opener. You know, our whole league's opening up with openers today, and you know, we understand that. We understand that's all it is an opener, and it gets next week gets progressively much difficult. State is, I think this is the deepest team they've had since I've been here, and maybe the best talent team that they've had since I've been here. And then we got to go play at Arizona State. So the guys know that, and this was a good run for them. And we'll take tomorrow off, and I think Sunday they'll be extremely focused getting ready for State.
Coach, you said you liked a lot from what you saw from your team. What were you pleased with the most?
I'm always pleased most with the win. So if I'm just asked one thing, it's the win, because that's our business. But I liked our balance, 6 guys in double figures. I liked our balance rebounding-wise. It wasn't just one guy getting rebounds. Our guards did a good job of rebounding. And in a game that was nearly 30-plus point differential most of the night, we handled the ball well. A lot of times that can get sloppy, and we did a good job of handling the ball.
What do you say to the team at halftime with such a big lead? What do you tell them to focus on in the second half?
Just getting better. We would do that. Obviously, my tone may be a little different if we're down 20 than when you're up 30. It's a little bit different locker room. But regardless, we want to keep getting better. We play 4-minute games, and we want to get better each 4-minute games. And I thought in the second half, we got off to a bad start. We gave up 7 in the first 4. We gave up 9 in the next 4. And then the third 4, we shut them out. Then we gave them 3, and I'm not sure what we gave them the last 4. So we did a much better job refocusing after the first 2 4-minute games. But when you're trying to be a great team, I think we're a good team. When you're trying to build a season into a great team, you have to keep getting better in the minutes that you have. And that's not always easy. I understand that from a player standpoint when you've got the game in hand at halftime. But it's something that, from a coaching standpoint, you got to keep demanding. And I thought for the most part our guys did a good job.